Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We're going to talk about condensing logarithmic expressions today. So we recently talked about how to expand a logarithmic expression, and the way we were doing that is by using our log properties, specifically mainly the product property, the quotient property, and the power property. Okay, so I always like to describe that as unpacking the suitcase, right? You have this nice condensed thing, and you use your properties to get it expanded as much as possible. Okay. Today, what we're going to do is the exact opposite. We're going to start with something that's expanded out and try to condense it all back in, repack the suitcase up into a nice kind of package, okay? So when we're looking at those properties, we're going to actually be kind of doing them backwards. So for example, let's look at the example on the left here. When I see addition like this, I'm going to combine that together and make it multiplication, okay? So I can rewrite this as the log of x, y. All right, so they can be multiplied together in order to condense them together. Additionally, I see this 3 out front, okay? See the 3 out front of this log. That I can bring up and make an exponent. That's how we can condense it. So doing the opposite of take the exponent, move it down, we're expanding. Here we're going to move it up. So I can rewrite that as the log of xy minus the log of z to the third. And then I see subtraction here. I can combine that together. Remember, subtraction means division. So I can go ahead and do my division. And I'm going to get the log of xy over z cubed. And I now have a nice fully condensed logarithm where I use my log properties to rewrite this expression up here as one logarithm. Okay? Now, we do need to be careful about the order we do this stuff in. This is one of those things that as you do more and kind of look at them, will start to make sense about how you approach each one. But if there's parentheses or if there's things where the order can matter, you want to make sure that what you're doing makes sense. For example, let's look at this one here, okay? I see this 1/3 out front, but I don't want to just bring that up right away because I don't really have a log to bring it up with, right? There's multiple logs that are being multiplied by 1/3. So what I want to do instead is I want to condense the inside part here. So I'm going to say, oh, there's multiplication. So I'll rewrite this as the natural log of x times x plus 1. Now I only have one logarithm with this 1/3, so I'll bring the 1/3 up. The natural log of x times x plus 1 to the 1/3. And one way to rewrite this to make it look a little bit nicer is that I know the 1/3 power is the third root because roots are just fractional exponents. So the third root of x times x plus 1. And there we go. We have a fully condensed logarithmic expression. Okay, so that's condensing logs. Again, we're just applying our log properties to simplify these down as much as possible. On the left here, we did that with our addition and subtraction, which is our division. Over here, we had addition, and then our power rule brought this root up for us and brought it inside. Okay, so that's condensing. You're trying to get it as small as possible. One thing also to keep in mind is make sure that if you're condensing, you finish condensed. What I mean is that don't get here and then start re-expanding back to your starting answer. Okay, I've seen people do that in the past. They condense it all the way, and then they just keep going and go, oh, I know properties, I'm going to keep going, and then they just kind of re-expand it back out to what it was to start with. Okay, your goal is to, if it's condensing, get it condensed, expanding, get it expanded, and don't reverse back to the opposite thing. Okay, thank you all for watching.